fat. Like the raw food has enzymes in it, so you eat it, it basically digests itself. You know, and then there's further levels of that. Where you can eat like cultured foods, you know, where it's probiotics in there. You eat it, it kind of digests itself. It's pre-digested, and it's just ready to uptake. Because the key is digestion's your biggest energy sucker of your body. Minimize digestion. Let that energy float around your body and be used for, you know, running up hills or rebuilding. You know, if you have that bag of stored goods, you want it to go away, you know? And if you eat right and you don't tax your digestive tract at night, a scoop a day will come out. I mean, trust me, I know this theory works because I've done it and I watched it, you know? And I've just watched with other people, just a scoop a day, you know? And there's all these different little tricks you can add to your diet, your life, whatever, too, to help, you know? Like colonics, wheatgrass implants, poop stools. Everybody, anybody know what a poop stool is?
No, and back to the scoop a day, what is that?
Like a scoop of gunk, bad, poison will come out,
okay.
Yeah, into the toilet every day. And it's not like you don't just wake up, it's 25 years of fat, poisoning, glue, are just gone because you ate 4 salads yesterday, you know what I mean? But like, if you do that over and over, you know, and you just understand that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, you know? And if you just give yourself the time and you don't let your ego get in the way of like looking in the mirror, you know, oh, I still look fat, I'm this, and then you just like, you get that mental thing going, and then all of a sudden the bonbons are in your lap. You don't want to do that, you know, you just trust the process and, you know, look at it lightly. If you go eat food, bad food, who cares? You know what I mean? If you eat, everybody who had like a wheatgrass today, your life's already better. You already did it. Just go live your regular life today, and tomorrow you're better than you were today. And it's the truth. Because these things it's not an all or nothing game. It's just a game. You know, so you'll learn to only want the good stuff if you only eat the good stuff. And the good stuff is what makes you good. So like, it's just a matter of, everybody's different, you know. Some people can just say, I'm doing it, and they're like, you know, they have that, I guess, extreme mindset, where it doesn't matter how bad that pull is, they just trust it and they can do things like that. Some people don't have that. So then just flood your body with nutrients, and then you'll want less pizza. Instead of eating 6 pieces of pizza, you'll eat 4. You drank the wheatgrass, you had a salad, 4, you know, theoretically, and then get 4 pieces of pizza instead of 6. You got to look at that whole day as a victory. Well, I didn't eat 2 pieces of pizza, and I had a wheatgrass and a salad. You know what I mean? Not like, damn it, I ate pizza, I ruined it.
Right.
It's like you did. You didn't eat 2 pieces, and you ate the other stuff, and that will work itself out. Like, I didn't have like, you know, this way of doing it to like have the pitfalls. I didn't even know what raw food was when I started. And I went within 4 months to probably 85% raw vegan diet, just naturally by, you know, trusting the process. Like every day I'd make a big veggie juice. It was just like this huge juice, and I'd just drink it, and it was just great. And then I just like 25 minutes later, I'd just run and just poop my brains out.
You really didn't want to, weren't hungry for anything else?
No, I drank so much juice I couldn't do anything.
There's plenty of fiber and stuff in that?
Well, see, the thing is with like, when you're not in good health, you don't really have to worry about a lot of stuff. You can just, if you're dumping juice into a body that's just had ice cream and pizza for 5 years, nothing matters, you know? We're not, the RDA is like a recommended daily allowance, and we get too caught up in that because people fast for 40 days and they don't die. You know what I mean? Some people think like when I was a little kid, if I was sick, I got ginger ale and toast. Like I had to eat it. Well, I don't want to eat that, Mom, and she like forced it into me, and then I was really sick for like days. Whereas if I would just been left alone, it's like your body's sick. It doesn't want to eat because digestion shut off for a few days. We're just trying to get rid of, we're fighting this. We don't need that, you know, you stay out of here. But we don't, like, we're too stupid to understand that, you know, as people, you know. But like once you fast once, you're like, oh, that's easy, you know, then you understand. Like when you fast, if you just don't eat, after 2 or 3 days, your body shifts into a cleaning mode. You're not hungry at all. You have this weird elevated sense of living, and you just cleanse. You keep pooping, and like you know, and your body will just cleanse. And when you're done with that fast, you'll feel great. Oh yeah, like fasting's awesome. It's really hard to do though, you know, and you don't need to do it. You can just drink juice, drink smoothies, eat raw food. There's no certain way. They all work, you know? It's just a matter of flooding your body with nutrients and not poisoning yourself, you know? And just no glue, like the cooked food, like dairy, any animal products, anything cooked, anything that's glue. I guess you can't have glue unless it's cooked, but, so just no glue, no cooked food. And just what it'll happen, you know? You just, and like greens. If you eat a pound of greens every day, it's going to really make a difference in your life, you know? Don't eat after dark. It's simple. It gets dark out, don't eat it. You know what I mean? And like as a test on yourself, that day that you have that worst craving to eat, just tie yourself up and sit down and watch how good you feel. Like, I eat at night sometimes. That's one of my things. I'm not perfect. I don't try to. You know what I mean? But if like someone said, okay, there's a challenge, I'd easily do anything perfect, you know? But there's not a challenge all the time, and life's life, and sometimes you do this or that. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Life happens. I don't worry about it. That's what keeps me positive. Because like, people, when you get on yourself, you're yourself. How do you get mad at yourself? It's you. You know what I mean? You're screwed if you're mad at yourself. Like, that's all you got. You know what I mean? Like, how do you forgive yourself? You know what I mean? You can't. So like, don't get mad at yourself. Just be yourself. And like, don't worry about it. And just try to instill some of these things. You know, like we're gonna do like a demo of things that I use. Cause like, I used to love the little cheese balls from Sam's Club with the little peppers in it. Get the huge bag. I'd get 2 of them. It's like the first couple days I'd eat one. And like the big barrels full of pretzel pieces. And I would just sit and just eat a million of those because they were good. Whatever they squirted in them to make you tickle your palate really worked with me. But you just find things that replace those cravings, and then just put your mind to salad. So like, okay, it's pretzel time of the day. I'll grab some flax crackers and some cheese, some nut cheese, and like I'll dip them in it. And there, it's done. You know, because that's all that is like crunch. You just things that you like are just textures, flavors, and whatever, and they're all replicable with plants. Very simple. Like, I don't even get in depth here because there's just too much, and there's too many people that can use like level 1 to go to level 6, and level 1's where all the health's at. Like a big salad is always going to be the best thing you can eat. Like we grow microgreens here, put them in that, make that as a big salad. It's like the best thing ever. You know, you just make that, eat it, and then you feel alive. You feel the vibrations of the plants because that's what you ate. You know what I mean? It's a very simple thing. You don't tax your digestion. You don't have to, you don't have to use all that energy on things that you shouldn't use your energy on. You know, you help yourself eliminate, by like hoop stool. That's where I got before we sidetracked. When you sit Western style in a toilet, we're one of the only countries that do this. You put a fold in your colon, and it's like squeezing the toothpaste bottle from the middle. Like some goes out the hole, some goes up. That's no way to be. Like back when I was that guy, I had to like read the paper, take a crap, like the whole thing. It's like 2 minutes max, 1 minute. It's like, because you put your feet, you use a garbage can. I like built like me a nice little stool for my house, but just try the garbage can and like try it. You'll feel you kick your legs up and undoes that fold, and like the whole turtle just come out. Gone, done. Elimination is maximized. That's what you want. You don't want to keep that stuff. You know what I mean? And like that's what like the wheatgrass thing that like helps. It's just such a good thing to do. And like if you get one habit and like you just make it a habit instead of like these bad habits everybody wants to have and talk about. I mean, I can say, tell me your bad habits. You can talk all day. Like, tell me your good habits. It's like no one says anything. You know? I walk the dog. Like, yeah, that's a great one. It's good for the dog. It's good for you. You know what I mean? But like, make a good habit for you. Like flossing your teeth, good habit. Like, stay in there a few more minutes and do these other things. You know, like when you poop, just put your feet on this thing and try it. It'll work, and then you'll feel better. Like after you release all this toxic waste, it's not there anymore, so you feel better. And that's just part of it. You know, there's just all these things. Don't tax the digestive tract at night. Help the stuff out in the morning, and just eat organic foods. Eat organic raw foods. If you have to have cooked food, then have cooked food. Eat it at lunchtime. Your digestive fire burns hottest at noon. You know, we vibrate with the planet, but the same. Like, eat at night, and eat like melon at night, or don't eat at night. And like, try that, just test it. Don't eat dinner one night, and watch how crisp, clean your mind is in the morning, how good you feel. Because like, if I have something important to do in the morning, like the next day, I won't eat it. Because like, I know that I'm just gonna be dialed in and focused that day. And it's like, it works. Like, I'll just eat, another thing you can do is, like when you're eating, it's further into it, like the sugars and green juices and stuff, I would just, whatever you can do, a pound of greens a day is optimal. But once you get going into the, like, where you're doing it a lot, like, I would exercise, especially if you're carrying any extra weight, like a wheatgrass shot and maybe a little bit of green juice, and I'll go exercise for like 4 hours, and I'm just on that. I don't eat like a big fruity meal because that fruit, once you start the fruit sugar, you burn it, and it like sends you going, but once that's gone, you can't shift back to you. You need more sugar or you feel a drop. So like you're going to constantly have to be eating fruit, munching fruits, which is no problem, but you're kind of riding that sugar. Whereas if it's just you, like a green juice and wheatgrass, where you're nourished to the core, and you can just even eat nothing. I just do the wheatgrass because it gives me that boost, but it's a clarity thing. It's a mental food. It's not a physical food, and then your body does the work, and you get 100% benefits. Where if your body's running on the sugar, it pushes you a little bit, but it's not that pure you. And it's like, I have a hard time explaining that because I'm just really understanding that now, but it's a good thing. Like green juice is super good. Green smoothies, like everybody's different, you know. The green smoothies might be your thing. You might not like smoothies. The juice might be your thing, you know. You might not like the smoothies the way I make them. I make them with a lot of fruit, and I just blast the greens into it to, you know, trick people into drinking a green, tasty thing. Because like it's a bunch of greens, you know. But after a while, you might like the greens, and you might put a ton of greens in and just like drop an apple into it and be like, I think it's good, you know. When I get to that point, I just go to like the green juice. But I like the taste of greens, so I don't want any fruit in mine. I just drink the green juice, you know? And it's just, that's all, it doesn't matter, you know? It doesn't matter what you eat, so it's just, it matters what you don't eat, and it matters like how you eat, you know? But if you eat a pound of greens every day, 1 pound of greens every day, your diet, your health is gonna be great. You know, the other stuff, the fruit, the this, the that, you eat fruit, try to eat mono meals, try it once, you know? Sit down to 6 mangoes and eat them. Because like any animal, any animal in nature will go like to a tree and just eat the same thing. And all animals except us all eat mono meals.
Mono?
Mono meals, yeah, that's what it's called, where you just sit down to one thing. Because when you put food in your mouth, your tongue, your saliva, it shoots out digestive enzymes based on what is put in your mouth. So if you're putting different things with different combinations, that gets into like food combining, but you don't have to worry about food combining either. Until you're way into this, and I don't really have to worry about food combining. I've been like raw vegan for 2.5 years, 3 years, and more than this too. A long time, you know? So it's like, it's all different, you know? But it's all part of the learning, and you just kind of, you know, you just kind of go with it. You just find something that works for you. Just know that like rice, pasta, it's good. It's not good. If you want to eat it, make it your like thing, you know. Alcohol, it's bad for you, you know. Well, that thing with the wine, it's stupid, you know. It's not. Red wine, you get that in 100 other things too, you know. Red wine is not health enhancing. It may not be, you know, it may not degrade your health if you combat the free radicals that you produce with the wine with extra, you know, phytochemical, all these good things. You know, you eat a bunch of fruit, this strong food, you eat superfoods, you eat spirulina after you drink to help flush it out of your body. You just do these certain things, you can help yourself, but like, it's not good for you. You know, it's alcohol. And I know that because I used to drink. I drank organic vodka for a long time, and then I drink wine still too. And after, I don't know, a year of eating right, I just couldn't drink anymore. I drank half a bottle of wine when before then I could drink 2 bottles by myself. Had half a bottle with a friend with dinner, and I went out in my yard and threw it up. And I never used to throw up. I used to like be able to drink a lot. You know, 12-pack of beer was no big deal. And like I never threw up. I mean, shots of tequila.